Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. This is episode six.
Six, six,
We made it to
six,
the big
six, six,
six.
six, six.
666. Not 666, but just episode six. Episode six, and we're gonna talk about the things that you're willing to go to war for. What are you willing
Hence,
to fight for in your relationship?
hence the
So,
camouflage. In case y'all didn't
right.
piece
We
that
were
together.
We were trying. You picking up what we putting down here? You know what I'm saying? So what are some things that you are willing to go to war for, fight for? Like what?
I'm gonna say it again. My peace,
Okay.
peace. My kids.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my independence. What else do I have? Well, sanity goes along with peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Would you fight for a relationship?
Would I fight for a relationship? I have, but you only can fight, but so
Fight the
much.
good fight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only fight, but so much before you like, I was tired, boss. Like, I can't do.
Eat that pie. Okay. So anyway, so in a relationship, like what are
Yeah.
some things that you would stand 10 toes down for in a relationship? Like what?
Damn. I would stand like in a relationship, like I would stand 10 toes down for my partner if they did the same. I felt like they were doing the same for me.
Okay.
So things that I wouldn't like, we've talked about this. Like I don't like I stand 10 toes down for my sanity, my mental, emotional well-being, my physical health. Like if any of that stuff I feel is being impaired by the relationship, something got to go, and it ain't gonna be nothing on my behalf. Like I'll stand 10 toes down on that. My peace again, I'll stand 10 toes down on that.
So you like my man, and my man's. That's how you feel about when you're in a relationship. It's like all about
Yeah, until
it's not.
until it's not like
Okay.
until yeah.
Until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, but sometimes like I don't think you can ride something till the wheels fall off because the other shit start breaking down way before then.
The chassis is
You know
getting
what I'm
wet.
saying? Like it just ain't moving. Like
Right.
you just the wheels can still be intact. It's just
The
other
brake
stuff
pads
like the
is down to the rotors.
You know what I'm saying? The engine is gone.
Wow.
Like that
Shocking.
check engine light
The trans is
then stop. Like
Right.
everything. It's no like coming back for that. It's just it,
Okay.
it's a hefty price to pay for repair. And you're like, I can't pay that price. Like my peace is not the price that I'm willing to pay. It's not the repair price that I'm willing to pay. So
repair price.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
Is that
not.
parts and labor included in that or no?
Huh?
Parts and labor included in that?
No, that's
Okay,
extra. Because
okay.
that's a lot extra. But no, but I don't. I'm 10 toes down when I feel like that's being reciprocated.
Okay.
I mean, this goes off into a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm trying to
Right,
stay on
right.
topic. But this goes on into a whole bunch of other stuff as to why I'm like that.
Right.
Like, and it has to do with upbringing, and it has to do with past traumas and triggers and stuff that I know that I can tolerate and stuff that I know that I cannot tolerate.
Right.
So at some point, that 10 toes down become like I'm standing like on a pinky toe. Like I got, exactly.
Like
You-
Fred Flintstone when he was walking.
Yeah,
on his,
you know what
on
I'm
his
saying?
Toes.
I got like one pinky toe like that I'm left on because it goes again to my peace,
Right.
my central nervous system. Is my central nervous system feeling
Off.
yeah, is it feeling
Tampered with.
yeah. Like is it withering away?
Ooh,
Like is
wither.
it I can't with you. I swear you like wither. Yeah, it's like is it withering away? And it's just some things that and we talked about before how women forgo their emotional health, their physical health, their mental health, all for my man. But that's my man. But But how much are you supposed to suffer before,
Right.
like, you hear people say, oh, marriage is hard, it's this, it's that, it's that. Like, everything's not going to be all peaches and roses and, smell
Right,
like,
right.
I understand that. But how much do you suffer? And I feel like women feel like you have to suffer before you see the fruits of your labor. No, that's not
You
how
want
that
some
is.
fruit now.
Yeah,
I
like,
want some food. I want to make a pie.
yeah, but
all of that.
I understand it doesn't always have to be grand like that. I understand that. But it all depends on, again, you goes back to your negotiables and non-negotiables. What are
Right.
you willing to, how much of that are you willing to, like, okay, this is just a building period. This is just a building period.
Right.
Instead of you consistently feeling like you're being disrespected, your voice is not being heard, you're being disregarded, your feelings are not being taken into consideration. How much of that? And then how long do you do that for before maybe your partner, it clicks? Are you willing to go a year doing that? 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Are you willing to hang in there because that's your man and you standing 10 toes down?
Right.
But now this is the choice that I made. But now because I made this choice, I can't unmake this choice.
Right.
Like,
so fighting for your relationship, I guess it has parameters on it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight for it within this box, within these constraints. Now, have you ever had to actually fight for your man? Like
a woman?
yes. No.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I would never.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
No.
But I will knock. I will knock everything off the table in a grand gesture.
No, I
Yeah.
would never,
Yeah.
never fight a woman over a man.
Yeah.
Never.
I would not fight.
Because I'm not saying I won't fight. I just won't fight a woman over a man because my beef is not with her.
Yeah, I might fight.
My beef is not with
Yeah,
her.
I have.
But you think about how many times when you get into that, the woman attacks the other woman.
I mean, I haven't.
Like, if you've seen it in situations, the woman attacks other woman.
Right.
But if you're in a committed relationship or you married to that person, that woman didn't take those vows.
True.
That man took those vows.
Right. That's how I feel about that. Like,
So-
you have people that are like, oh, I'm coming for her. Why are you fighting her for? Why are
Now-
you fighting her for? Because she was not at that church. She was not.
She might have
She-
been sitting in the back. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Good
But anyway,
night.
go ahead.
Good night.
She might have been like, I'm going to take.
She did not, build whatever you have
Mm-hmm.
in your situation. So why are you messing with her?
But okay, so let me play devil's advocate also. But what if is there a woman that knows about you and she's just blatantly disrespectful? Then is that fight worthy?
Yeah, absolutely.
I still ain't fighting. I don't know.
I mean, fight worthy as in
Oh.
she's blatantly disrespectful, but what is she doing? If she comes in, I just need you to cross over the threshold. Now you understand that to be whatever you understand that to be. I just need you to come inside the house, baby, and then I'm defending.
No,
my
I'm
space.
talking about stuff like, I don't know, you can be outside or something. Like, and you
Nah,
bump into
that's-
her and she be
that's
like,
not-
you having some words.
It's not worthy of that.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk. Let's do. What's the scenario? We're gonna play the scenario out.
So what's the
Ex-
scenario?
Exactly.
Okay.
What's the scenario? The scenario is you out, you married your husband, right?
My boo?
Yeah, your man, your boo. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's having an extramarital affair. He's cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the woman knows about you
Okay.
because he let it be known.
Right.
I'm married. I'm with someone. You that side thing, and that's you play your position,
Right.
right? So she knows about you. You don't know about her.
I'm the wife, right? I don't
Yeah,
know. Okay,
you don't
right.
know about her.
Okay.
You happen to be out. Me and you out. We kikiing and cuckooing.
So me and you
we
out,
laughing.
and I'm the wife?
Yeah, and we
Okay,
laughing.
we about to get it.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead.
laughing and
Go
we
ahead.
bumping the old boy. And we,
Oh, he's out with her?
yes, and we bumping the old
Knocking
boy.
everything over at the restaurant. Go ahead.
So, and she says, she looks at you and says, because you like, Harpo, who this?
Harper, who this woman?
Exactly. Who this woman?
Right.
And she's like, oh, you don't know about, I know about you.
Ooh.
I know about you. I know all about you. He not happy there. He told me how unhappy he is. He only there for the kids. He don't really want to be with you. Yada, yada,
Ooh,
yada,
that's
yada, yada,
terrible.
yada, yada. Right?
I would have a response for that.
Now, is that something that's fight worthy because she knew about you? Like, would
No.
you fight her under that
No, I would
circumstance?
tell him, get your girl and I'll see you back at the house.
Honey,
Yeah, that's how you handle that.
he wouldn't be able to get in. All his shit
No, he
would be
would get in,
outside.
and then we would be
Nah.
fisticuffed. No, we wouldn't.
I'm
not,
like,
I'm not violent, comma anymore. I don't do those things, comma anymore. Right.
Parentheses anymore.
Right. I'm somebody's mama now. You
So
know, I gotta.
So there are situations like even though like on a principle of that it's just she wouldn't catch it because she's being disrespectful. Now there's another scenario. You out same scenario. She know nothing about you, right?
Okay.
But in that situation, there are going to be women, of course, who go after the woman because she felt like she was being blatantly disrespectful. Now she knows nothing about you. We bump in, we bump into Harpo again
Hey,
with the
Harpo.
woman,
Right.
and Harpo like, oh, and she like, wait, you didn't even tell me you married. And she turned to you, listen, I don't know nothing. He didn't tell me anything. She married, but there's
Right.
also situations where a woman would still go after her, even though that she didn't know. For me,
It's a no.
yeah, I'm not jeopardizing
My freedom,
my freedom, my liberties, my rights, the stuff that
Yeah.
my long hot showers that I can sit in a little thing and just mind my business. You know, I'm not compromising my fuzzy socks
I can't.
for somebody that I'm supposed to be with because you took vows. But I'm really not. Now, the other scenario is bump into Harpo again. Harpo out. Harpo out in these streets. You bump into Harpo again, and she popping off, but she getting in your face. It's kind of, I'm going to give you the walk away because I wanted to be on record that I tried to retreat a couple times because whatever happens after that, if it ends up in a court of law.
If she grabbed the scruff of my coat, if she grabbed the nape of my shirt, it's going down.
Unhand me.
No, I mean I talk a good game, but
Yeah,
I'm not.
But I think also in that we could say that we want. I would like to hope that I would not fight another woman
Yeah,
in that situation
there's no need to.
because
I need to go home, and what do I need to go home and do? Rub my feet together like a cricket
I would say,
and
oh,
watch the Murder Channel.
I was about to say change your locks.
That you know I know how to change a lock.
I know, I'm like,
I
change
am
the-
notorious
change
for
the
changing a
locks.
lock. I got extra locks in the basement for just
For
such
such an occasion.
You never know when you need to change a
Oh,
lock.
yeah. Somebody call you. I need to change some locks.
I'm
Say
gonna
less.
be right there.
Say
I
less.
got. Is it a gold or silver knob? Is it a double sided? Is it a bedroom door or an outside door? Let me
Is
know.
it inside or outside?
'Cause I got to go down
I got
in
them
my-
all. I got to go in my stash.
In my hardware collection, and
I can
let
help
you
you.
know. Right.
But yeah, I'm not this really physically altercations. I'm not really. I'm too old to be tussling out in the streets. That's for one. I'm
Right.
not really into physical altercations. But would I defend myself if I had to? Yes. But I'm not going to try to defend something that I thought. Apparently, I'm the only one honoring. So I'm not going to try to defend something that
And
you
you
have
didn't
no
defend,
honor.
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't defend or
Right.
you didn't honor.
Right.
So no, I'm good.
So you wouldn't go hard? Would you go hard? So do you think that is that something that now we all know that you could be you could pop your eyes all you want to.
I could
that
be
you
what?
could be a little hot headed. So do you think that 50-year-old you has the same answer to this as 20, 30-year-old you? I'm saying
I'm not
I'm
hot-headed.
saying that 30-year-old me
I'm not hot-headed.
is knocking stuff over, you know, and the high speed chase on the
Yeah,
shoulder, the climbing up the fire escape. That's not me anymore. I'm reformed. I'm changed, comma anymore. So I'm not
Um,
fighting that hard for for that kind of thing. Do you think that
Hot-headed.
your answer now
I'm still
is
stuck on
different?
that, but go
You can
ahead.
be stuck on it. You could be stuck on it. But I'm
not hot-headed.
saying, are you gonna?
Mm-mm.
Is this the same answer? Because didn't you try to yoke somebody up in a club somewhere? I'm just trying to remember.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Now we got selective magnesia. Okay. Okay. But I'm saying,
Did I?
Did you?
I don't know. I might
Did
have.
you? Comma. We gonna table
Did
that.
I?
No.
You know, the memories, you get older, memories the first thing to go. One of
Oh,
the first thing to
okay.
go along with the knees.
Okay,
But
okay.
I probably,
But
did I?
but thinking back,
I was a little more hot tempered. Of course, like, you learn. It's a learning curve. Everything's a learning curve.
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's just a learning curve. So, would I have been a little bit more hot tempered? Yes.
Okay.
But would I have fought? Like, I don't think I would. I don't know if I would have. Like, I've never had to fight. Like, I never was one of the ones to jump in the car and be like, "Oh, you said you was gonna be so and so at such and such place. Let me drive by and check."
Let me drink
You know what I'm saying?
some tea on that.
Because you want to know why? Because I was home in the bed, comfy and cozy.
Right.
And if it was a cold winter's night, why am I out in the street? And then let's play what's the scenario again. let's run this scenario back.
Run that back.
You out doing what you're not supposed to be doing. I come out my bed in the dead of winter to get in my car and let it heat up, to go drive by your friend's house that you said you were going to be at, and you're not there. And I'm driving my happy ass back home, and I get hit by a drunk driver. Or
God,
I
how
get
you
into an
add that
accident.
into the
All
scenario?
because, I'm saying, all because I'm trying to check on you. Why should I even have to come out of my PJs and watching Golden Girls or whatever the hell I'm watching to check on you?
Right.
I'm not doing it.
Right.
And then I think then your perspective changes, especially if you're single. Then you know what I'm saying, like
That's
then,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
My single non-parent answer was different than it is now. I'm not doing any of that now.
I'm
But
not.
was I
yeah.
doing it? I was fighting the long
Yeah.
and the hard fight back then. So now, what about if? So now you're not fighting for that. Would you fight for your friends? Like, what if your mate didn't like your friends? Would
It's
you
been
fight for
times
that?
when they've had that they just didn't like them. I'm like, oh well, but I can tell you this. I honestly can tell you this from experience. Keep your friends out your relationships, especially a marriage. I'm serious. Like, keep it.
Don't keep me out of your relationship because I'm in it. But go ahead. You can't keep me out.
Okay. But
What's the problem?
I know you serious.
Right.
That's what the funny
What
part
are we?
is.
What are,
Technically, you should keep your friends out of the marriage. Because what happens is you'll wind up forgiving them, but your friends are going to be like, no, you remember what he did? Like, so you back there, oh yeah, my boo, I'm back at home. I got my suitcases. You know what I'm saying? I'm back at the door.
you know what? But to that, I'm gonna say this. As your friend, if you like it, I love it. Meaning we riding the wave. If you like it, I
Yeah.
love it. But you're like, F that. He told you he was coming at 3:00 and he didn't get there until 6. F that.
Who, me?
You.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Absolutely.
Right. So I'm saying
I'm like a dog with a bone. I don't let it go.
yeah.
You
Wow.
hurt my friend,
Right.
and then now you back here lovey-dovey like nothing happened.
Yeah,
You're
it's
dead to me.
you know
Like, but for her sake, I'm gonna let you live.
no, you don't because you be like,
I'm just gonna look at you
Right.
every time with the disgust, and talk to you with the disdain in my voice.
dang, with that face too.
Yes,
So
with that
the
face.
It's the
With that
face.
face, because I don't like you now.
Wow.
You, on the other hand, you can roll with that, but I'll be like, it's always gonna be, he laughing and saying a joke. That ain't funny.
Not to her.
Like, that wasn't even funny. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to be the same. And that's just my personality trait. That's my personality trait. Like, you hurt me, it's never going to be the same. Like, you will never get that same space that you had in my life. Like, you dead to me. Like, that's it. Like, that's gone. You hurt somebody that I love and I care about, it's the same thing. If I was cool with you, you would never have that coolness with me again. Like, that part, that relationship or that friendship that we had, just based on the strength of us, like, you're dead to me too. Like, that is gone. Like, I see you for what you are, and I can never unsee it. Like, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I can't. So you wouldn't within your own relationship, you wouldn't fight for friendships you said that you've never had
Yeah, I mean,
to
No.
say, nah, this is my friend and you can't make me not like this friend.
yeah, because
Because what is
Okay.
the problem that they have with that friend? Like
yeah,
this?
but see, then it depends. Do we need to put up another scenario? Is there more scenarios? So, if you don't like that friend because, say, if my husband didn't like my friend because my friend's single,
Uh-huh.
and when we go out, you feel like she doing all the single stuff. We going to clubs, we doing the single stuff that's going to attract, because she's okay with attracting men because she's single, she can do that.
Right.
So, but along that, because birds of a feather flock together, then you might think that because I'm out with her, then all these, this is happening. Do you not like her because she's single? Do you not like her because you feel like, I don't know, whatever it is,
Right.
like, what is the reason that you don't like her?
True.
Or you don't like her because you sense that she don't like you for whatever reason.
That's a good one too.
So,
That could be
like, what is it? Would I ultimately want my spouse and my best friend to get along? Absolutely. Because, yeah, I won't want them to coexist. Because who else?
Because I'm gonna be at the house
all the time
every weekend.
And who gonna tell, like, what gifts to get me? Because you need to get her this because this is what she
Right,
likes.
Right.
She don't
But
like
sometimes
that. She
people
like
don't
this.
Listen to that.
Yeah, she likes this. She likes that. She don't like this. I'm gonna give you some gift suggestions.
Be like, what you getting today? No, don't get that. Get the pink one.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But ultimately, yes. Would I want my spouse and my best friend to get along? Yes.
Okay.
If I'm putting that in that situation, you're supposed to pick your spouse over
Of course.
your friend.
Yeah. Or your partner. We're saying spouse, but it could be
Your partner. Yeah,
too.
like you're
Right.
supposed to pick your partner over your friend. But in my experience, I always felt like if they don't get along, if the friend knows something or the friend got a feeling like, yeah, I don't think he, or it's because, yeah, you messed up and she may have forgiven you, but I haven't. So now it's an
Right.
issue.
Right.
Because I still look
Now
at
we
you
got
sideways.
beef.
Yeah, because I still look at you like this because she
Right.
like all googly eyes now. But now I still give you the side eye because I don't trust you
Right.
with my friend's heart.
Right.
So it's just,
So what if they don't like your job? Like, what if your spouse don't like your job?
are you going to pay me? Like, what job are we talking about? Like a bottle service girl? Are we talking about a stripper? Okay, that's different. Like, but here's the thing. Did I have this job before we got together? When you met me, was I a bartender? When you met me,
What if,
Was
what
I
if you
VP?
get that job in the interim of you being together?
then that's
and-
something that needs to be discussed. Like, okay, I don't know. I don't want to say, it could be any job. I don't want to say like a stripper or a barkeeper because I don't want to say
Yeah,
like
what if the
that's not.
What if your partner thinks, okay, it's too many men in that
Okay,
in your
so,
office?
Yeah, so
or-
whatever it is, I'm not just going to relegate it to that because it could be any field.
Right.
If it's too many men in the office, I can't control that.
That's beyond my control, sir.
Yeah, that's and then now with DEI going like, yeah, listen, man, it's going to be a whole lot less of some things
cannot.
out there that we not going to see.
I can't.
So it might be more men in the office. It might be whatever it is in the office. That's beyond my control. You got to talk to HR about that. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be in an industry where it's a male-dominated industry and you have no choice but to go in there and show up.
Right.
And when you show up, okay, hey, but this job helps provide this life that we have.
Right.
Are you going to pay me to stay home, or you want me to get another job because of your insecurities? That's to me. That's an insecurity.
So would you change your job for your spouse? Why? Why are you giving me all the face? So you wouldn't change your job for your spouse?
No, but I need a really good reason.
I mean, we're talking about things that you're fighting for. So I guess in that same vein, it's you would fight for your independence to work where you want to work. That's something that you would fight for. You wouldn't just give in and change your job because your partner didn't like it. So you will fight for your autonomy.
I would. We're looking at changing jobs, right? Okay, so have I been in this job? Was I in this job before we met? Was that my job before we met?
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew about this job. You knew about this job.
Right. So you're gonna fight for your job.
Yeah, because I was in this role before we met. You already knew what it was, where I worked. That's fine. Now, if we're together and I'm like, hey, I got this opportunity to go to this position, to do this at this company, X, Y, and Z is paying more money, or it could be a lateral move, but the growth there, it was not something that I had over here. The room for growth is exponential over here. Mm-hmm. This is going to benefit us so much down the road, yada, yada, yada. And they like, I don't like it over there because I don't know, it's too many men. It's too far away. You get home too late.
Right. Those are things.
How detrimental, it depends on what it is, because how detrimental is it? And now, if it got a job that's taking me an extra hour and a half to get home, and I'm not getting home till 9 o'clock every night because the commute is terrible or whatever, then yes, that is a grievance. Because if you then have to hold down the household with the kids and doing all the things, right, and then I get in and I'm tired and we're not eating dinner together, then yes, that is a grievance. Yeah, you're right, I do got to get another job. But if you solely don't like it because you don't like the environment, because you feel like it's too many men around, and I'm the only woman in the office, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fair. So, what about sometimes you can be friends with your ex? Like,
go ahead.
Wow. Wow. Sometimes, but not all the time. You can be friends with your exes. So would you fight for that relationship? Not relationship, but like what if your current partner was like, I don't want you, but you have been friends. Okay. Like I have exes that I've been friends with for 30 years. Like you can't come along and just say,
I admire that about you.
Because you're evil. And you're dead to me. You said that 3 minutes ago. What are we talking?
No. Okay, so there's always differences. There's always, like, I'm friends with now Kylan Collins' dad. Like, we come to that, like, right, because we have kids together.
Right.
I'm friends with Mia's dad because we have her together.
Right.
But it's, with him was like it was some bad blood, but then we got to the friendship. Like, they's like a bestie to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we call, we talk, or whatever. Me is that, like, it was never really any animosity. Mm-hmm. So when I feel like in that situation, yes, because I want to keep a very healthy co-parenting relationship.
Okay.
But if there's something like an ex where we don't have any kids in commonality, we don't have any things, we don't have any joint business ventures. Mm-hmm, we have nothing. We were never married. We were dating. And I feel like why would we be friends? Yeah. Like I don't in that regard, I'm not friends with people that are my exes. Because I just don't feel like within our relationship we had a friendship. We did. But if a relationship goes south and we have nothing else to try to keep it, any other reason, why do we need a friendship? To like hey, how you doing? Like, I'll be cordial. I'll
Right.
see you. I'll be cordial to you. Hey, how you doing? Whatever the case may be. And I've seen them out. Like,
Right.
I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? But there's nothing. I don't ever hold any ill will or animosity towards a person. I
Right.
just don't feel a need to be friends because and this is me, it's speaking for me, outside of the ex-husbands because the co-parenting. Because if I truly cared about you and I
You still
loved
be
you,
together?
yeah, that too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I truly cared about you and I loved you and we're friends, it's going to be a little hard for me to be like, oh, and he out with something. Like,
So you need closure.
no, I never need closure. Do you need closure?
I think so. Yeah.
Why?
Um, it's like a sentence. You need a period on the end of a sentence to kind of end it. Like, you know. I mean,
I'm like,
you don't always get closure, but I mean, I think that if you don't, depending on the relationship, it can be detrimental.
mm,
Detrimental to you as far as like you might always wonder like, well, what happened? I'm talking about no closure as in
mm-mm.
you just have you just don't talk to them one day, you just stop talking. That's just a relationship has ended and there's no closure. There's no, okay, this is the end of our cycle here and
Because I can tell you what happened with me, and I can tell you significantly, like, because for me, I'm an overthinker. I am a person of peace. I need balance and I need harmony. So within that, and I've looked at all of my past relationships, and I've always within that, because I'm an overthinker and I think all the different things first, I've brought it to people's attention. Like, this needs to change, this needs to change, this needs to change, this needs to change. So when it ends, I don't ever feel like, listen, I told you what it was. I told you within the confines
Right.
of that relationship that it was coming to this. I've told you X, Y, and Z. So
Mhm.
now that it's ended, else do we have to talk about? Because I told you everything there before.
right.
What are we going to talk about now that we haven't already talked about that we need to rehash? There's nothing to rehash.
Mhm.
What are we going to talk about now? Oh, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I shouldn't have did that.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah, because in my mind, I've already mourned you because you're dead to me, and the loss is already gone probably within the first week or two. Like, I'm already like, I've processed it. If it's one thing I know about me, I process stuff quickly
Right.
and I move on.
Right. You have a story, don't you? Have a
Yes,
story?
I do.
Okay. So you up here
Hold on. I know, because
mourning
got me.
and
No, I'm just saying. So we talking about closure. I said I
Closure.
don't need it. You said
I
like you
said-
probably do. Like,
I mean,
think
I said it would be nice. I don't think you always get it.
Yeah.
But I think that it's a nice way to end the sentence.
I don't need it.
Okay.
But I admire people who do. But okay, so this was a internet post that says, my husband is making us fly home from our honeymoon after one day because he found out I sent my ex a simple goodbye text on the morning of our wedding. It was a goodbye, she capitalized goodbye
Uh-huh.
text. For goodness sake, not an I will always love you, in quotes text. Not a drop everything and meet me at the altar text. I needed to say goodbye to have closure on the unmarried part of my life. Do the girlies understand? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't.
I don't understand.
Maybe because she didn't have closure within that relationship before, and then now you about to be married. But my thing is, if you about to be married, why do you need that? Why are you looking back?
And why did you wait until that day? Like, you could have picked the
Any
day
other
you got
day.
engaged, the day you had your bridal shower. You could have picked any of those other days if you needed to have that happen. But
Yes.
why would you pick the
The
day
day,
of your wedding?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
baby, why did you leave that in your phone? What's going on?
I think closure for people comes in different forms. Some people that need it may seem irrational to people who don't need it. Like, for people, I don't need it. And it's funny, I don't need it, but I always wonder for people who do need it,
Uh-huh.
like what do you feel? Like why do you feel like you need that? Like I feel like if you feel like you need closure, write a letter. Just write out whatever it is that you feeling. Don't mail a letter. Don't give the letter. Don't if you got to even type it on your phone, whatever it is. If you feel
Right.
like you need closure and just to get it all out, write that one last letter. Burn it. Do what you need to do, but to get it out.
Right.
But I don't understand, and I'm not judging anybody who needs closure.
Right.
You know, maybe you do. It depends on the circumstance. But in a relationship, I'm not talking about closure for some other stuff that has happened to you, but in a relationship, I've never found that I've needed closure because to me, I feel like that what that looks like to me is I'm reiterating myself as to why things didn't happen. Or the closure comes and you're now sitting here telling me something to make you feel better about yourself because now you have regrets or you want to have closure, but we've already had these conversations and I'm at peace with it. And I
Right.
think you should be at peace because I've released you with all the love that I've had in my heart and I let that go
Right.
and I'll free you. So now you can do all the things that you wanted to do that annoyed the shit out of me or aggravated me or hurt me. You can do all of those things without me.
Right.
And I'm at peace. That's my closure.
Right.
I'm good. So I don't feel like, nor am I going to open myself up to say to somebody or anybody in a relationship, yeah, let's meet. Like you see the movies, let's meet and talk one last time. About what? For what?
No. I mean, I don't think I've ever had those. It's been, I can't even recall like when I've gotten a closure, maybe. But when I was younger, you know, you dating some little
Yeah, I
snotty
never-
nosed boy, and then you don't hear from him no more, and then it's like, well, what happened to him? But I mean, okay, one of them was the great love of my life, but
The
you
love
know,
of your life.
right. At the time when I
Oh.
was that
At that
age.
time? Okay.
At the time, right.
Okay.
And you know, and then he kind of like disappeared, and I didn't hear from him anymore. And it was like I didn't have any closure.
Yeah.
And as a young tenderoni heart, you know that I didn't know what to do with that. So I think I needed closure then. I mean, although we kind of cycle back and
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if it's closure or what,
Yeah.
but you know, I got to put a period or a comma
Yeah.
after that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, some exes you just leave them where they are, and it's like no closure needed. Like
Yeah,
the
I
closure
think-
was when I told you to get all your stuff and get out and close the
Th-
door.
yeah,
That's the
that's-
closure. The
that's
only
probably
close I
true.
need from you is to close the door behind you.
That's I mean, that's an option too.
Right.
But I don't know. I just closure is not something that I feel like I need. And it's also it says a lot about I think my attachment style or being able to detach and to process things quickly and to move on. Like I go through all of the stuff that I need to go through. I just don't you don't need to be there for me to do that or you don't need to have that final conversation with me. If I've had it in my head a gazillion and one times. I
Right.
replayed it in my head a gazillion and one times.
Right.
So my closure is for me. It's never my closure is for anyone else. And I would think that anybody who feels like they need closure, you have to ask yourself, are you doing it for that other person or are you doing it for yourself?
I think that it would be something that was self.
It could be somebody that
Self-serving.
yeah, self-serve, but I'm saying like when you saying you doing it for another person, like when I said I don't feel like I need closure, like I don't ever feel like I need closure. But you know what's on the strength of let me just be nice and like if you're a people pleaser, let me just go ahead because now I'm doing it for them, not for me.
Okay.
So I'm subjecting myself to this final conversation that I
That you
really
didn't
don't
wanna
need to
have.
know,
Right.
Because now I'm doing it for you.
Right.
And then I got the whole attitude the whole time because I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for you.
Right.
But closure is one of those things. If I would advise you ever feel like you need closure, I would write a letter.
That's
Write a
good one.
letter to my dear diary. Remember you used to write in diary, dear diary.
Oh my gosh, with the little lock on it, with
Yes.
the little tiny key that
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
attached.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
My diary had a name too. I named her. It was a green little emerald looking like a little Asian type of I remember it distinctly.
Closure.
Yeah, closure. But yeah, I don't know. That's
Okay.
what it is for me. I don't know. But you know, I admire you.
Thank you.
I do for the
Thank you.
No, I just differences in how we think.
Yeah.
I think
I think so.
is amazing. And I always say when you certain, I'm like, wow, I admire that. I admire that about you because that's commendable.
Sometimes to a fault. So I mean, those are the things that you will fight for. We know that you will fight for your family. You know, fight for your peace. What else did you say?
My sanity. Well, that's
Yeah,
my piece.
sanity.
Yeah, just my mental, physical, overall.
Autonomy.
Yeah, that type of stuff. Yeah. I'm just. Otherwise, I'm a peaceful person. I don't want to fight.
I mean,
I will
those-
match energy like hell, but I don't want to fight.
I mean, those are pretty good things to want to fight for. So
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this serves me and plays out
so
in
you
the
know,
future.
right? So let us know what are some things that you guys
Willing to
go
fight
to
for.
war for and fight
Yeah.
hard for, and if you agree with what she said or you think she's off, and also let me know
Am
if
I
you guys
off?
need closure.
Yeah, do you need closure?
Yeah.
Like, do you need closure? Like,
Right.
I don't know. Or you team closure, you team no closure. I'm team no
You
closure.
team closure, you team open, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need closure. That's just me. I'm good with it all. But that ends that was episode 6.
6.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, again, it's not about the destination.
It's about the journey.
And no matter where you are,
It's exactly where you're supposed to be.
and here we are. So, we'll see you next episode. But don't forget,
To like, subscribe, and share.
thank you.